everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time nurse and a full-time eBay reseller. So I went out of town today, just 40 miles. That's our closest chain grocery store. There's a Kroger about 40 miles away. And once every couple weeks, if I'm not going out of town in the other direction or if I don't have time to stop, I just run and get groceries, chill in the car, kind of a day off type thing, listen to a podcast and grab groceries. And I've been going to, areas that have big Walmarts, big Sam's Clubs, and Kroger stores lately, but I've been sourcing till late, and then it's been really hot in the car, so I just didn't feel comfortable, otherwise I'm hauling coolers and cooler packs at the same time I'm trying to source. So it just makes it complicated. Because sometimes I source the entire day, so even if you take really cold packs, by the end of the day, they're not quite so cold, and then I have a 2-hour drive home. So today I decided, long story short, to just run up there, get, a couple weeks worth of non-perishable groceries, and then a few days worth, or maybe even 5 days worth of sour cream and yogurt and perishable groceries. So I get up there, and I did not notice a thing on the way. I don't know when it happened. Surely I could not have driven 40 miles at 80 miles an hour on a flat tire. But somehow, anyway, when I came out of the grocery store, my tire was very, very, very flat, and I had obviously driven on it part of the way, not realizing that. Thankfully, I even noticed it when I was loading my groceries. I almost didn't. I just happened. I was right there by that door loading stuff. It's not something I look at every second of the day. And I happened to look down and I was like, oh, that is a totally flat tire. So anyway, we have AAA and I was in a grocery store parking lot. I'm a little bit embarrassed I didn't just open the back and put the spare on and drive it across the street. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I'm used to always breaking down out in the middle of just literally nowhere, and it's just always the middle of winter, freezing cold. So I'm just used to, out of habit, just picking up my phone, calling the AAA. We pay $100 a year for it, and that includes all of our kids' cars and everything. And we just get towed wherever we need to go, Once a year, one of us needs a tow, between my kids' cars, especially when they were teenagers, they had beat up cars and stuff. And so it honestly never occurred to me to get out and put the spare on and drive across the street to the tire store. I'm really embarrassed about it. But anyway, the tow truck driver came. He didn't say a word. He's like, well, would you like me to put your spare on or just tow you across the street? And I'm like, oh man, that never occurred to me that I was capable of doing that. So, I am a nurse and I do consider myself to have critical thinking skills, but this time my critical thinking skills weren't working. So anyway, I just drove up on his trailer, literally did less than 3 blocks away across one intersection, and there is the tire place. So anyway, my husband drove up separately because I had all this perishable stuff. I had not even taken coolers with me because I just planned on grabbing the groceries and then driving home. It takes less than 32 minutes to get back home, so I didn't even take coolers. I just thought I would be home by then. So anyway, he came up. We just decided to give up for that part of the day. We both had major things we wanted to accomplish. He looked, he was embarrassed. He looked horrible. He had his Australian Outback hat on and sweatpants because he was trying to do the lawn. And, so we just went ahead and went to lunch. We were both just like, we give up, Now we're back to work. He's out doing the lawn. I am here trying to get things launched that my VA had done and trying to just, clean the garage and keep going. I thought I would be back by about noon, eat lunch at home, and then hit it hard. Instead, it was about 4:30 in the afternoon before we both were able to come home. The tire place was very good, very quick, but they didn't have the tire, so we had to take my husband's car or the other car and drive, across town, get the tire, bring it back. Then we had to just wait our turn, which, that's obvious. They couldn't just put us first. We had to wait behind some other people. And anyway, it turned out to be a really good day. I had lunch with my hubby and stuff, but you know, we kind of had a day off yesterday, and in the last few days and weeks we've been going to Denver a lot and going to the mall and eating lunch, and so we didn't really need a day off, you know, we just needed to get stuff done. It's okay. The update on the leak that was downstairs in this bedroom back behind here, I talked about that on my other video. That ended up to be the part in the fridge. It's not the copper wire that comes from the pipe into the fridge, into the ice maker. That is fine. There's this little tube thing in there, and it's broken. And so the refrigerator people, they can't come until, like, I think it's next Wednesday, maybe this Wednesday or next Wednesday. I don't know. But either way, we've stopped the ice maker. There is still some water leaking there, but it's not like coming down through the ceiling downstairs. We know what the problem is, and we've got it stopped. So that's an update on that. You know, you just sometimes feel like it's just like it all happens within like 24 hours. I missed church yesterday, and I just feel kind of ran over, but it's all good. Life is very, very good. Orders are good. This morning I shipped, and I think, what was it, $183 worth? It wasn't that many. I shipped very early this morning, and then I thought I would go get groceries and come home. Now we do have 7 more orders, and it's 6:48 at night, so we do have 7 more orders. The mail is closed here. I can't take these orders, but I'm going to prep them for tomorrow. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. First of all, I think it helps the eBay algorithm. Second of all, I just want to get it done. I want to have some prep ahead for tomorrow. So tomorrow I can mostly list and get some other things done. And then the other reason is that I am scrunching everything in the garage. So I don't have a box here. But anyway, I have little boxes that I put my inventory in. And after a while, those boxes are, each one is half empty. And so after a while, you have to take each box, not renumber them, but just take the numbers out of the next box, and then that way you get freed up boxes and freed up space on the shelves. Common sense. I'm sure most of you have a similar system. So anyway, I have tons of half-empty boxes, so I did not want to go through and scrunch everything together in the garage tonight without pulling the 7 orders that are in here, because then, you know, you're pulling a big item out and you could have had that space compacted. So I'm trying to get ready for Friday. My husband will probably ship part of Friday. I need to be in Denver on Friday to take my mom to the airport, so I might go Thursday night. She is flying to New Zealand to see my brother. They're going to meet up there. So like now, I just had this flat tire. Thankfully, it's not going to, you know, on Friday, it's not going to mess up her trip. So that's the kind of thing. I just like to be an early bird, get her to the airport very, very early. So he will probably help me ship on Friday. And yeah, I'm just prepping to trying to edit and clean up stuff. If you've been watching my editing videos, you know I have a lot to do. So I went through and I looked at my numbers. So my goal is to have a $20 profit on every single item I sell. It's going to take a long time. I'm not saying that's simple, but I am doing the shopping and I am putting in the time. Right now, out of 1,022 items I have in my eBay store, 535 items are selling for over $20 with the sale price on, because I run sales. So, yeah, I'm not going to quite net a $20 profit on these, but they are going to sell for $20 plus shipping as of right now. Now, I'm clearancing a ton of stuff, so if you go to my sold, you're going to see a ton of $5 items, but I am replacing every single one with items that I feel like have a very good chance of getting me, you know, some will be at $20 plus shipping, some are $40, $50, $100. I have a ton of very expensive items over here. But it has been taking a lot of sourcing time, and it did have an impact initially on my sales, because I was accumulating all of this great stuff, but then I wasn't home to type it in. I was outsourcing again, and it just too much sourcing time, not enough typing time. So for the next 3 days, I have 3 days left after today. I have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm going to try to type in, oh, sorry, it's this way, all of these tubs right here in the middle. So you have that metal shelf, and then you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tubs of clothing, and then 2 tubs of hard goods that I want to have a big dent in by Thursday night when I leave. The other number I'm running and trying to pay attention to is how many items are old. Now, old is, up to a person to decide. For me, to be able to go back to work as a nurse full time, I have to eliminate some jobs in the business. And I've been trying for about 6 to 8 months to eliminate this job anyway. This job here that I'm going to talk about just drives me nuts. So I'm going to eliminate the editing, just the constant editing, and I'm going to replace that with sourcing time. So I'm not eliminating time overall. I just don't want to edit old stale items that I shouldn't have put in there anyway. I want to use that time to go sourcing. So it's a more expensive choice. It's a out of town more choice. I'm not saying it works for everyone. If you have a bunch of kids at home, you can't just drive to Denver 3 hours away because you are picky about what you're listing. I did it for years. I'm not saying it's wrong. I listed a ton of Izod and a ton of Savain shorts and a ton of, smaller size Nike leggings and things that just took about a year to sell. And I was happy. I was working as a nurse. The income that came in was 100% pure profit. I didn't travel that much, at least not for the business. And it was fine. It worked fine. But now, I just am tired of being down in this office all the time editing. And my husband and I like to travel, so we have chosen to spend the same amount of time searching for better items as we used to bagging and shipping and waiting for items that took a year to sell. So that's kind of where my own philosophy is at now because of my stage in life. If I were in a different stage, I'm not even advocating this as the only way to do it. It's just my way. So right now, out of the 1,022 items I have, 400 items are 3 to 6 months old, and about 200 of them are going on 6 months. So, that's a lot. That's not quite half my store, but almost are items that I would never pick up again. I did not research the sell-through well enough, or there might be some mistake in the listing or just some little edit that needs done. It might only be that they just need like a $2 price drop and then they'll sell. So I'm running some pretty strict sales on these 400 items, like 40% off, trying to get them to just give me whatever cash flow I can get, and then I'll move on and just not repeat it. But it is working. Like, I think this morning, I had 2 or 3 items that were 6 months old that sold because of the coupon and the sale. But I want, to not have to do them by hand. However, these 400 are the stubborn ones that I probably am going to have to keep going in by hand. And in the end, it's not a bad thing. All of these items are suitable for consignment. I am actually thrifting very little of these items that I'm pulling and editing and selling for less. The ones that I finally just give up on, which I gave up on about 22 items this week. They were 2 years old. I just gave up. You'll see my video. Most of those are great consignment items for some certain consignment stores that I have. They might even be popular brands or just extra smalls, and they're things that the consignment store still takes. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to move these numbers. I do not want 400 items in my store that are 3 to 6 months old unless I have a store of 5,000. Then that's different. But when you only have a store of a little over 1,000 items, 400 items not moving is a substantial amount of money in my mind, okay? And then I definitely want all the 1,000 items to have a chance to sell for over $20. So that's what I'm working on. All right, guys, let's get shipping. So like I said, 7 items, $234.68. What is this is a Furby. This thing has sold once or twice before, and then they realize it does not have the mask on it. So this is a Furby Connect, an interactive Bluetooth pink plush toy, 2016, tested and working with a video. So I even made a video of this guy working, and he just doesn't have his black mask. So when he falls over or lays down, his eyes close and he does different things, but he has like a sleeping black mask. So this guy is missing it. Hopefully this person read good enough and I don't get a return on it. Let's see where we're at. So I sold this for $24.94, $38.19 altogether. This is going to Indiana. Okay, 1 pound, 10 ounces. My husband may pop in. See if he does. Let's see, Indiana, I don't know what I can go. Priority is $9.94, so I'm just going to do that. This is 1 pound, 10 ounces, and I have to remember to put it for tomorrow, so Tuesday. Okay. I'm just trying to clean up my garage, so 7 more items out of my garage is a great thing. And then I'll just have a head start on tomorrow's shipping. Because I moved this shelf over here out of my garage, I have stuff just sitting on the floor, and it's fine because it's stuff I'm going to edit. Some of it's going to go to the thrift anyway on the hard goods. Most of it just needs restacked, and I have plenty of room on the 2 shelves I have left in there. It just wasn't organized. So now it's going to be organized. It may take me till late Thursday night, but I am determined to get this done. All right. Now this one is, let's see here. This morning we sold the Enesco Homegrown Banana. It's a banana dog. So if you don't know what the Enesco Homegrown figures are, they're really small. I do double box mine. If you hate collectibles, maybe you wouldn't want to do it, but they're really not that big. They just take a couple layers of bubble wrap, 1 little box, and then I float them in a box, and this box isn't even that big. They are just literally a couple inches tall if you ever see them. So this morning we shipped the banana dog. He sold for what, $75, $80 plus shipping. This one is the hedgehog. So he is a ceramic, what is he? A green durian hedgehog figurine. I don't know what vegetable he's supposed to be. Maybe a durian? I don't know. But anyway, he's one of the lower expensed or priced figures. My son paid $15 for about 11 or 12 of these, and we chose to go individually on these. So this hedgehog sold for $20 plus shipping, so $33.23. No promotions on this item either. Okay, 1 pound, 3 ounces. Ground Advantage is $7.85. This is going to Minnesota, but because of the weight and size of the box, I think I can just go for Priority Mail is $8.82. I'm going to go ahead and get that insurance, even though it's a small thing. Oh, no, I'd put Monday. I'm going to have to, that's okay. When you do this, this is what you do. Okay, so I did not pay attention. I'm not shipping today. So my post office is so strict, they will not take this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another window, and I am going, just in case you've never done this, I'm going to go over to orders on the order tab. So you have overview, orders, listings, marketing, and you have those tabs. I'm going to hover over orders, go down to shipping labels. And I'm going to find the shipping label. It should be the very first one you see. And I am going to void the label. So under actions, I just go to void label. So it's going to ask me why, and I'm going to put, let's see, I'm just going to put other, and then send the request. Now it may take a while for, you know, when they haven't scanned it for a few days, I'll get my money back. So now I'm going to have to go back to orders, and I'm going to repeat this whole thing again, and pay attention. So now it's still out of my shipping queue. It's not going to reappear in my shipping queue. So I have to go up to just the plain old orders and find it. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, good. I sold 2 good things. They haven't paid yet, but those are good sales. I hope they pay. All right, so this thing, I'm going to go to my orders, use the drop down, and put purchase another label, because you're not just reprinting the old label. I've got to fix the label that I should have printed in the first place. All right, so 1 pound, 15 ounces, that's the same. I am going to change this back to priority again because that's what I wanted. And then instead of talking too much, I'm going to remember that I'm not shipping till tomorrow. That's why I don't like doing it. Now on Sunday, it automatically defaults to Monday, at least in my area, so I don't have to remember to do this. But on other days when my husband and I are shipping the night before, which is what we'll have to do, I'm going to have to do this a lot because I'll get off work at night as a nurse at 6, come home, have some supper, then I'll run down, my husband will pull the orders, I'll ship them, hopefully make as many videos as I can. I won't look that good. I'll be, in my nursing scrubs after 12 hours, but that's okay. And then I would rather stay awake, wind down a little bit before I go to bed. I don't want to have to get up at like 3:30 in the morning. I want to start my day with as much sleep as I can. Sometimes I might wake up at 3:30 if I really have to and ship orders and then go to work. But I really would like to go to bed and then just get up, just worry about getting to work, take good care of my people. So anyway, priority mail on Tuesday. So let's print this again. So that's how you fix it. I'm sorry I don't have screen sharing set up. I could do Zoom videos for every single video I make just in case something like that happens. I will consider doing that in the future, share screen on some of that stuff. If you need any help on figuring out how to void a label or whatever, just let me know. I'd be happy to walk you through it somehow. Okay, so let me see here. I just used 2 sheets. So I'm going to make sure that this says 7-Eleven, and it does. Okay. I have a bucket over there now for those pieces of paper that it makes great packing, and I have so many hard goods to do that I'm doing that. All right. This is kind of a heavy little thing. This thing, I'm glad it went. I've had this for, let me see when's the last time I even edited this. I edited it this week, but I have had this forever, over a year. It is an Ectus leather jacket. So I thought this is kind of a suede or a leather, and it has this really pretty Southwestern print. It's Sherpa lined. The brand is not horrible. It's just that this is a size medium. I've had this through at least one very long winter. I think 2 actually. I think I've had this like a year and a half. Don't quote me. But anyway, I finally was happy to just let it go. I took $20 plus shipping, so $36.77. And no promotions other than I either took the offer or I greatly reduced the price. And then they bought it. I can't remember if this was an offer or what. But I'm glad it is gone. It just wouldn't move. Okay, so now we're going to remember that we're shipping tomorrow. Let's see how heavy this thing is. Okay, 2 pounds, 14 ounces. So I have 3 pounds in there. So I'm going to change this because I have plenty of room to go 214 because it's 2 pounds, 13.2 ounces. So I'm going to make it 2 pounds, 14. This is going to Fayetteville, Arkansas, so kind of far away. I charged them $13.50, and so USPS Ground Advantage is $8.75. But let me see. Priority is $9.59, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them. And, I'm still well within the money. And then I'm going to change this to Tuesday. I'm going to try to remember. And then ship. My labels aren't sticking completely here. They feel like they're really stuck on when I try to lift it up. But I'm going to just put a layer of tape here. I like my new setup. I've been showing different things along the way. I did move that big printer over so it's on the edge of the table, and now I have all this room here. So now I can actually set things here, stage things here when I'm listing. It's kind of common sense, but I just was working on so many other efficiency things that it hadn't really occurred to me to do it that way. Okay. So now I have room when I'm listing to roller out something. The only thing is, now it's not really a step, it's more of a lean. to weigh stuff now. I've moved my scale way out so that I'm not walking over to weigh it and, you know, taking 3 steps back. So I can literally just lean. In a perfect world, I would probably have it right here in the extra space that I just opened up and just, you know, take the package, weigh it, print it right here. But then when I am not shipping, it's just in the way for my listing. So I'm still trying to work out a lot of bugs, guys. Time is money, and if I can list 1 or 2 more items a day because I'm efficient, that adds up to just thousands at the end of the year, right? I'm not trying to be type A. I just really am on that group with Tech and Sports and Chris, and they talk all about efficiency, so I'm really trying. This is a Simply jacket. If you saw my editing video yesterday, you saw I just edited this. Normally I charge between $25 and $30 for this brand. Here is the brand, Simply with a Y. But this is a size 6, and I've had this for almost 2 years, and it just wouldn't move. So I finally, I think, got the price right. I did add the word slinky into the title. You wouldn't think just that one word would all of a sudden sell this, but this did sell overnight after I edited it. And so, you know, maybe I didn't need to lower the price. Maybe just adding that word would have sold it at $19. I don't know, but it's fine. Something I've had 2 years. I am more than happy to take $12 on. They did not use any promotions, so I sold it for $12 plus shipping, so $19.88 all in. Okay, 10.8 ounces. So yeah, my hubby, he's a real hero today. He still got the yard done, and he had to drive all the way 40 miles to help me buy groceries, which we were going to divide and conquer and each do separate jobs, right? We weren't going to do the same job because we thought about taking a day off and going to get groceries together and having lunch. And there's a lady up there we know who goes to our church, and we try to have lunch with her once in a while because she's a widow. And so we ended up calling her anyway. We're like, hey, we're here, you know, go ahead and let's have lunch. But it wasn't very planned like we would like to. So, but anyway, we are catching up. So Honolulu, Hawaii is where this is going. USPS Ground Advantage is $5.33. I'm going to see what priority is. And I weighed this, but I have no memory. Okay, 11 ounce, or I mean, it's going to be 11 ounces, and I have that in there. USPS Ground Advantage is going to be considerably cheaper, so I'm going to pick that one, $5.33. I charged $6.99, and we're going to ship this tomorrow. So yeah, I have to fill out paperwork for the application for the job. I've already been verbally hired by the person who's in charge of hiring. I know her and everything. But, you know, there is a board and there is other things. So who knows, you know. But as of right now, I know what nursing job I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose the one unless something falls through. But I do have to get my background checked before I can go take CPR up there and all that. So I have to do that in the morning, get that done. Okay, this is, so glad to see this go. This is one of those items I was going to consign and just hadn't got around to getting to these numbers. I'm on like the 3200s, I think. I did this week. I can't remember, but anyway, or maybe I did edit this one. Let me look. Maybe this is one I did get to. Yeah, May 21st, I edited this last. So not recently, but about what? May, June? No, it's been 6 weeks since I edited this, giving it its last chance. I guess it finally worked. I literally sold these for $1.52 plus shipping, so $8.61. So I did the final edit on this. I just hadn't had time to go pull it. So this would have ended up at consignment like in just a few more weeks. So goodbye, goodbye. I'm so glad you're gone. I have an offer coming in too, but I'll worry about that in a minute. All right. These are a brand called Red Camel. I do not think they're a bolo. They sat around for a long time. They are a men's medium. They're cute. They're cute Hawaiian floral shorts, but there's just no brand recognition. And I guess this was a COVID pickup. I don't know. USPS Ground Advantage is $4.20 to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And I'm going to put Tuesday on here. All right. Good riddance, good riddance. It feels so good to get some of this old stuff out of there. As long as I'm replacing each little item, even if it's one item a day, that's 365 over the course of the year. I know half the year's over. But, you know, that's a huge difference in income between, even if this would have sold for 10, it's still not something I would pick up again. But let alone when you end up touching it 4 times and you end up barely, well, I'm losing money, I'm sure, in the end. Even if I bought this at the bins, I'm still losing money. So I'm trying to quit this. Quit this. Okay, this, let's see, what did I say? I want to make sure I printed on the right side. I'm sure I did. This is the one going to Oklahoma. I'm sure it was a guy, but I just want to verify. I had this side, and I think I have ink marks crossing it out, but I just like to, I'm type A, I want to make sure. View the order details. Open. Yeah. Okay, I had it correct. And this. And then. Okay. Back to orders awaiting shipment. This little guy I've had a while. Now these are collectibles. These are called a Decor Plush Potbelly. The Potbelly ones are actually quite popular. I'm trying to find, oh, there's Decor. So if you sell plush, a Decor is a halfway decent brand. These are hand puppets. So you go like this. I hate puppets. I'm always afraid there's a bug in there or something. I don't know why. I don't really like putting my hand into puppets. But anyway, it's really cute. He's very cute, and you can definitely see the pot belly. And so there's a whole line of these, you know, pot belly puppets. And but I have had him for over a year. January 25th of this year was the last time that I messed with him. And I'm seeing a lot of others. I guess they're under $20. There's the pot belly teddy bear. Somebody has $24.44 on him. I guess I'm not seeing that many real high-end ones anymore. But for some reason at the time, maybe it was around COVID, and I thought, hey, that's a $20 bill. I'll pick it up. Whatever the reason, I would not pick these up again. Let me get over here. So, but he's cute. He finally, after all this time, sold for $15 plus shipping, so $23.22, and he sold via promoted listings but no coupon. So I mean, you know, other than waiting a year, it's not a bad sale. I think I picked him up at the bins, but if it was during COVID, that wouldn't be the case. So I don't know where I got him now. Maybe a garage sale. In Wyoming, garage sales opened up with masks. People were going around with masks way before the bins did again. Okay, 4 ounces. Yeah, I'm going to go get the garage done while it's cool in there. So tonight, while there's a nice breeze, and I think my husband's going to have to catch up today too. So no TV sitting on the couch, you know, with the dog tonight. We got stuff we got to catch up on because of all of the maintenance we're trying to catch up on. So I charged $6.75. This is going to Statesville, North Carolina, and it's going to cost $3.97. So we'll go with that. I'm going to find like a movie on my phone on Netflix or something. That's what I always do when I have to spend 2 or 3 hours in the garage. I just make it fun, listen to something I wouldn't listen to. There's this really good documentary on Netflix I want to listen to. It's about, it's a new one about the discovery of, another cave in Egypt or something about the pyramids in Egypt. And I tried to listen to it the other day because I wanted 2 or 3 hours in here just to really get stuff done. But it's in too many people are speaking other languages in it, so I'm going to have to watch the subtitles. And I just couldn't do that in work, and I can't do that in there and work either. So I'll have to wait, and that'll just have to be oh, did I do Tuesday on that? Guys, it's your job to help me to be better. Okay. Nope, I did not. Let's go back. Okay. go back to, okay, cancel the shipping label. I didn't know it was right here. Okay, cool. So actually, if you realize before you go on that you've messed up again, sorry guys, don't do it. Do as I say, not as I do. Cancel the shipping label. And again, I'm just going to put other, send request. Now this one, since it's Ground Advantage, I guess it still is a few days. Okay, so I'm going to go back to orders again. Try to pay attention. Let's go to orders. Let's go down to all orders. I've already canceled the shipping label. So now I'm going to print another one and do it right. Okay, I am not scoring very high here today. All right. Go down to purchase another shipping label. You're not reprinting it. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing where I messed up. Let's reweigh you. What was it? 4 ounces? Yep. Okay, 4. I mean, one might be able to slip by. If I have a ton of Tuesday mail tomorrow and there's just one that says today, my mail carrier or my mail people might miss it, but I'm here to tell you probably not. They are very, very type A down there, which actually is a blessing to me. They scan every single package of mine. I just never, I drop them off too. They let me just drop them off, drop off huge IKEA bags full of mail, and I get this receipt in my mailbox. And so I like them being type A. I'm not complaining. But they would find this, I guarantee you. Okay, so Tuesday, July 11th is tomorrow, and that's what we're going to do. So it's a catch-22. It's great to have them on your side when you want them to find something, or, you know, like I said, I never have lost packages or anything like that, even though I just kind of hand it over the counter to them. Yeah, see this one, I printed it for tomorrow, but this says ship by Wednesday, July 12th. So see, I feel like the same thing. I feel like I should be able to print it tonight, and then it should let me print it tomorrow. And maybe the Ground Advantage has changed, you know, but I'm just not going to try to argue with them or anything. It's good for me. It's good discipline to get my mail out almost every day. And actually, right now, I'm still on 2-day shipping. I need to go in and put it as 1 day because I'm missing my discount, is what I'm doing. Okay, I was traveling so much, and my husband and I together were traveling, and so we had to do 2-day. But now, he's not going with me anytime soon that I know of. So, I need to change it back to 1 day. Now, this is a great sale. I showed you these the other day. These are a pair of Jenko shorts, J-N-C-O, Jenko. They are skater shorts, streetwear. Always pick these up. Let me show you. So this is the Crown label. These are just shorts. If I would have found the jeans, these would have sold for even more. But I've only had these listed a couple days. I did take an offer of, they used my 26% off coupon, so I didn't take an offer, but they just used my coupon. And so the order total was $74.78. And that's a great sale for something that let's see, did I find these? I found these at the bins, and they were kind of one of those things where everybody there knows about Jenko. All those, you know, t-shirt sellers and stuff, these just had gotten under something else, and I saw them, and you know, maybe they felt like, well, they're not jeans, they're just shorts. I don't know what they thought, but I'm happy to be the one to sell them. That works for me. Okay. So I'm not going to weigh this. It's going padded flat rate. It's going to Ames, Iowa. The price is the same anyway. I charged $9.99, and this is going to cost $8.30, and then I changed it to Tuesday. All right, guys, that's all I have for today on the shipping. So today total, I should have added the two together. I think we're at $300 to $400 total between, you know, last night into this morning, and then now since 9 o'clock this morning when I delivered that last bag of mail. It's only 7 more items, but it's $234.68. So really good. I did have a couple of $15 and lower end items in this one. but I also had some good items, so I'm really happy with that. I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to go clean my garage and keep listing. Have a good day, guys. Please like and subscribe if you can.